I'm going to give a try at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, November 30th. It is set by Pascal, if I'm saying that right. Firm policy: when politicians put in an hour of prayer and then an exclamation. So Pascal, I think, is pretty pleased with this one. Firm could be co. Policy, I don't know what a synonym for policy would be. Or maybe it's a politician, MP. What is an hour of prayer? Well, I don't think a rosary takes an hour. It always felt like that when I was a kid, but no, not getting that. How about old stone artifact, one displayed in new hotel? I'm thinking something beginning with N, ending in H for hotel, with an I in the middle. Maybe artifact and I inside it, and it means old stone. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards. No, not getting that. Hide king wearing something wicked, 4 letters. Well, a hide could be skin. Oh yeah, so I think king is just simply K, and then the something wicked is the sin. Oh, that was fairly straightforward. Not all are sent men, terrible bitterness being shown. Oh, this is a hidden clue. It's actually, I think, fairly straightforward because of just that sent men makes it, I think, pretty obvious. Resentment as the bitterness. So it's hidden starting at the R in ARE. Okay, good start. Pals keeping quiet, maybe fools. So I'm thinking it's a word for pals with P for pianissimo inside it, makes fools. Pals, mates, matpeas, maps. Chums, chumps. Yes. Okay. Musician roasting when playing. Well, playing can often be an anagram indicator. So an anagram of roasting, maybe, that means a musician. I do see the IST ending, and that would leave ROANG, organist. I like it. Dad about to hug a daughter in ceremonial event. So I think it's a word for dad, which can be pop or pa, but about means reversed, so then not pop, because that would be the same. And it is hugging AD in a ceremonial event. Parade could be a ceremonial event, but let me put it in and see why that is. PARE is hugging AD. Dad about ERAP, rap. Dad, well, there's, oh yeah, so it's actually dad is pa, and then about is RE, re, which is hugging AD. Okay. Oh yeah, let me go to the downs with the ones where we have some letters. I mean, this one looks like it should be fairly straightforward. Volume of trade passes through here, and another exclamation. Volume of trade. No, so let me just look at the letters we have. Looks like it might end in something ship, chap, shop. Oh, something shop would make sense with trade. Volume. Junk shop. No, it's not as straightforward as I hoped. Let me try two down. Heartless countries, controlled messaging. So I'm thinking a country without it missing some of its letters from the inside. Heartless countries. And then what was controlled messaging, like PR? No. Okay, how about let's sir get drunk? Must be an anagram with lots of wine. Oh, is this there are different words for different sizes of bottles. Let's sir, well, let's try the anagram helper. Liters, I suppose. Yeah, the wine question mark, I suppose, is suggesting it could be anything, but maybe wine, and maybe, especially since it's, yeah, liters, maybe it's more likely to be French. Female party has high point with intrusion of 2 knights. Well, female party sounds like hen night. Although, I mean, having night with an N and then 2 knights with a K in the clue. But it has to be with the N and the G, has to be, I would have thought. I mean, a hen party or a hen do, I've heard. So high point. Oh, so it is height, Height, and then the night abbreviation in chess notation is N. But that's still a little weird to see knights there in the clue. Maybe I'm overthinking it. All right, old stone artifact. Oh yeah, we looked at this one displayed. So it's not beginning with N. Old stone. Oh. Artifact. No, not getting that. How about 5 down? Mrs. Churchill and Mr. Attlee in England's capital. Now, do we have to know Mrs. Churchill's first name? I do know it. Winston, and oh, it'll come to me. And then Clement. Oh, they were both. Yeah, she was Clementine. Right? Wasn't she Clementine Churchill? Ah, yeah, so Clement for Mr. Attlee, and then in is just in, and then England's capital is E. Oh, okay, that was again pretty straightforward. Does that help my old stone artifact? Oh, could be an anagram of hotel with an I, but I'm not getting that. Something, I know there's like a monolith, and could it be eolith? That is one in New Hotel. I'm going to pause and just look that up and see if that is a word. Yes, sure enough, it is a crude stone artifact such as a flake. Oh, now I want a Cadbury flake. A rudely chipped flint implement, or what appears to be such, so regarded as older than the Paleoliths. So very crudely chopped stone implements. All right, gritty bits, ones found at end of street. Gritty bits, stones maybe. Oh yeah, so ST is street, and then just simply ones found at the end of it. Yeah, seems to be more like a Monday to me. Station American in establishment near Slough. We had Slough recently, and I think it ended up being a marsh. So, but here maybe it actually is the town. Station. Oh, it could be a railway station, and Euston fits. So E and then US is the American. I suppose Eton maybe is an establishment. Is that where Eton College is, near Slough? I'm going to leave it. Looks right to me. A judicial procedure in court. So I think this might mean court as meaning to woo, or to try to attract. And maybe it begins with a. I'm going to have to look up another meaning. I'm thinking a trial, atrial. I know there's an atrium, which could be a court as in an open space. Well, let me look up atrial. I'm also taking advantage of these breaks to sip my water. Well, everything I looked for on atrial seemed to mainly be about the heart, the atrium of the heart, and atrial fibrillation, etc. Then I thought, well, maybe it is A and trium, but I couldn't see trium meaning a judicial procedure. But I do see a definition of atrial as relating to an architectural atrium. So let's leave the L and see what it would do for 18 down. Europeans in surprisingly valiant struggle initially. So I'm thinking it's an anagram of valiant with the first letter of struggle after it. And Latvians comes to mind as European. So I think the atrial must be correct. If anyone has a better explanation of it, please let me know. Let's have a look at 13 down. Daisy, maiden, to maintain religious procedure. So I think it might be, well, it could go either way, but I'm thinking it's a religious procedure with a daisy first. It's marigold, But that seems too long to then follow with something for maiden. Maiden, of course, could be miss. I think you can also, though, of course, in cricket, a maiden over is an over where there are no runs. I'm wondering if that has some abbreviation if you're writing down a cricket score like OM or something like that. But I do not know. Let's try 16 down. Detective longed to be apart. Detective could be DET or DI. And then longed, yearned, wished. No, nothing is coming to me. Let's try this new section. Pipe buried in a garden plot must be taken away. Pipe. No. Deal with enemy finally to affect this. So enemy finally would be the Y. Yes. And so to deal, I think deal with is to treat. And then with the Y, so if you deal with your enemy, you can affect a treaty. So sort of overlapping definition with the wordplay there. Sample provided by plant after short time. Well, short time I'm thinking is the first T. And then a word for plant or a type of plant. And the whole thing means sample. Test, taste, taste test. Tipple. Plant. No, not getting it. Asian country lacking a prominent feature. Well, what's a so it's China is the Asian country. Whoops. Lacking A, the letter A gives you a prominent feature on the face, the chin. Endearing sort of accent, setting leader apart. Beginning with C. Endearing. Endearing could be charming. Setting leader, then you drop the Ming the Merciless to get char, but okay. Cute, I suppose, is a synonym for endearing, and a sort of accent that you would write in French, for example, is an acute, but if you take off its leading letter, you're left with cute. Okay, somehow detecting coin in grass. I'm thinking it's going to mean somehow, or maybe somehow detecting, and then you put a word for a type of old coin. Of course, there's a lot of words for obscure coins that show up in these crosswords. And grass can obviously be the green stuff, but it can also mean to snitch. Somehow. No, nothing is coming to me. Nope. All right, what ones have I not looked at? Oh, quite a lot of these downs. Snakes, less happy, beginning to slide to the bottom. I think that might be the beginning to slide again is the S, and you move that to the bottom. Ah, yes, so less happy is sadder, and then when you move its S to the bottom, you get adders. So now that's somehow detecting coin in grass is beginning with an S. There was, I think, an old coin called a sou, which was not worth a lot of money. And I think there was a phrase, I wouldn't give a sou, S-O-U. But the fact that it's in grass makes me think that wouldn't be at the start. Okay, let's try our bishop. He turned up to lead ancient C. So, I mean, with a bishop and C, is it actually an ancient C or bishopric that we need to know the name of? But then it could just be an old-fashioned word for C. Bishop he. So it seems like some of the letters have to be reversed. And it could be the letter A that leads ancient, and the whole thing just means C. Okay. Here's our sample provided by Plant. A teaser can be a sample, but I don't know any plant or any meaning of plant that would go with easer. Oh, we haven't looked at this yet. Letters maybe from people in play. Seems like a simple enough double definition for characters, which could be letters, and parts in a play. So the sample now is T something S. Oh, I think in perfume stores you're given a tester, and I think ester is a plant. Let me just double check that. No, ester is a chemical compound. I was thinking of aster, and so you have taster. That's better. Now 26 down, we have all the letters we're going to get. Somehow detecting coin in grass. So I think it's scenting. So that is a way of detecting. The definition seems a little loose to me, but the coin is a scent, and it's within sing, another slang word for snitching. Okay, and 16 down, we have this useful C, I think. Detective longed. Oh, I'm thinking of ached. Yes, and so to be apart then is detached. Um, let's look at our daisy maiden. Religious procedure. Yeah, maybe it is a daisy and it's a word. Yeah, maybe miss around the outside, and inside it maintains a religious procedure. No, I'm not sure. 21, our bishop now has, well, we did think it was he turned up, so maybe um, could it be bishop for B and then he turned up, and then to lead ancient. I'm thinking behold. Could that be considered a ancient way of saying see, behold? Maybe we should start bringing behold back. Try it on your family when you're showing them something. Just say behold and see how they react. All right, 20 across. Pipe buried in a garden plot must be taken away. Must be taken away. Ooh, abducted is taken away. And a duct is a pipe. Can I get the garden? I suppose A is A, and then garden is bed. Garden plot. Yes, of course it is bed. Yeah, okay. So that's confirms the B for bishop. Oh, now we got a U here. There can't be too many words that fit that pattern. Marmim. Has to be a vowel or Y going after the M. No, nothing is coming to me. Let's see. So we've done all the right side, just the left side. Let me go back to 7 across. Firm policy when politicians put in an hour of prayer. Could be firm policy, a stricture, no, politicians put in an hour. No, nothing coming to me. I definitely should be able to get one down. Volume of trade passes through here. Volume. Bulk shop. Bulk, no. Oh boy. Yeah, nothing is coming to me. And here are heartless countries controlled messaging. When you have a script or talking points, is there a short word for that? Or maybe I should think of a country that ends in N. Yeah, I'm going to pause, drink my water, and think about countries ending in N that you can remove some of the middle letters. Ah, of course. Spain, you drop the middle letter and you get spin, the messaging beloved of politicians. And speaking of, we now have a P. So if that was MP, the politicians put in an hour of prayer. An hour of prayer. But there is an exclamation, so campfire fits, but I don't think that's the answer. But firm policy. Oh, but maybe it's firm is CO, and then policy is here, and then the politician is put in between them, and we get an hour of prayer. There is the monks, they have, and other religious orders have certain periods of prayer. And I think there is one, I thought it was Complan, but now I think that's something you give invalids, or you used to back in the day. So is it Compline? A policy could be, here's our line on something. So let me check Compline. Yes, sure enough, that is it. It is a night prayer, or prayers at the end of the day, which are prayed at fixed canonical hours. So it's not necessarily they spend the whole hour, well, maybe they do, but it is one of the hours when they begin prayers. All right, so now our something volume. I'm going to have to pause and go through the alphabet trying different starting letters. Well, I got as far as B and thought of bookshop, and I was a little confused at first because it wasn't a word for volume and a word for trade as I thought, but simply it's just a punning definition. They sell a lot of volumes in a bookshop. All right, so now just the southwest corner to go, although our Daisy Maiden peeks up into the top left. Religious procedure. Yeah, I'm not sure what that can be. Oh, I never even looked at 25 across, so let's try that. Silly person, the ambassador in dress. So I'm thinking it's going to mean a silly person, and then what would be an abbreviation for an ambassador, and then you put that in a word for dress. I think it's going to be something like His Excellency, HE maybe, but a silly person, not sure what that could be. If behold is right, it would be something else. Silly person, a goose. No, not thinking of anything for that. Let me check behold and see if that is right. Seems to be. There's not good feedback when you click the button, so I'm thinking that means it's correct. Silly person, again, the ambassador in dress. What's a short word for a dress? A robe, gown, course, could be the verb dress. No. I do need to be moving on and doing other things, so I think I am going to give up and say reveal what 25 across is. Clothes. So that was the definition. And its silly person is a clot. I was right that ambassador was HE, so that's good to know for next time. And then the whole thing means dress, clothe. All right, let me take one last look at 13 down. Daisy, maiden, to maintain. Yeah, I haven't really thought about the maintain part, other than as that it includes that a word for maiden contains religious procedure, but nothing is coming to me. I think maybe ends in ITY. But I'm not sure, so I'm going to give up on this one too. Marguerite. Okay, oh, well, right, I can see is the religious procedure. Maiden is just M, I suppose, from cricket. To maintain something is to argue a point. And Marguerite must be a daisy. Let me just check on that. Yes, it is a daisy, as well as being a girl's name. And funnily enough, it looks like it's a member of the Astor family, bringing together 22 down. All right, well, I'm not too disappointed. There were just two I had to reveal. Oh, let me do check all. It looks like everything else is correct. All right, well, thank you for watching and have a great day.